West on the East Coast. May season pre-gaming. There we go. It has a meaning on 2 levels. Kind of like it, you know? Sylvanas is still Bay. Want to make sure I share that.
Right.
And Janelle, who's back from her vacation.
Right, that's true.
She was on the same island that Gilligan was on. I've been trying to get her to join us on Heroes of the Storm. But then she goes, "Oh, I don't have it. Lol."
No, because I deleted freaking Battle.net because I'm stupid.
No, and I told you, how many times did I tell you? I said, I have beta code for you. I got you covered, yo. You're part of the family. And then you still said, "Oh, I don't have it, lol." I'm like, I sent you the beta key. Said it again. Still didn't install it.
Oh,
OMG.
I was streaming, so like it's weird if I'm just like, oh guys, hold on, I gotta like reinstall this bullshit, and then my computer goes super slow because my internet sucks.
Right.
You could have installed it when you went to sleep, have it download overnight, you know?
You know, I'll download it right now.
I was all excited. We talked about it on Sunday or Monday. We said, all right, I'll give you the code. Download, make sure you know.
I'm so lazy. I'm just the worst person in the world, so I'm sorry.
Don't say that on air, because I tweeted out that you're the hardest working girl I know.
And we're live in 2 places. Can't talk shit about yourself. You are the most wonderful person that we know that's named Janelle number 5. You are J5, girl.
J5.
For rules.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Battle.net right now.
You know, it's funny because I know we're about to go live for reals, but we're still doing a pre-show. I was giving Jeff a hard time because, like, he went full-on derp status. You know, cause he just connected the fact that you are part of the Geeky Antics network, part of our crew. Like, he just connected that. I'm like, if you just listen to one of our episodes, you'll see that she's part of the family because she's been on several shows already now.
Watch.
Yeah, and then, okay, you can't watch on YouTube, you can't watch live. All right, no problem. But we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Zune. You telling me you don't have an Android or Apple device? What do you have, like a rock with a speaker attached to it? Like, come on, stop it, people. Everybody's got a smartphone these days. If you don't have time, then when do you go poop? Listen to us while you're on the can.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this escalated very quickly. It escalated way too quickly, actually.
Did it?
Yes. Yes, it did.
All right. I just got a notification. It's time to start.
All right.
My alarm
I'm ready.
going off. All right, here we go. The music coming on.
Welcome, geeks, gamers, ninjas, and robots. This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2015, and this is episode 72, May season pre-gaming. That's what we got for you. Before we get into all the fun ahead in this episode, guys, we're going to jump to a man that I love dearly. No homo. The one and the only, everybody's filthy, hardcore casual gamer, YogiZilla. What's up, big guy?
What's up?
Make sure I say no homo in there because, you know, don't want to say anything. Might give anybody the wrong idea.
You can't give someone a compliment these days, tell them you love them without it being you trying to get in their pants. Like, come on now. I just appreciate you. I can tell you I appreciate you. Like, what do you want?
Well,
damn.
We also have another person with us. another person that I tell them I love them all the time, and that person says it back to me. None other than Janelle No 5. What's up, girl?
Hi.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! Aw, I just want to hug her.
She's like, hi.
Yeah.
I just picture her blossoming out of a little flower, like just coming out slowly.
That's me. That's what I do every time I wake up. I come out of a flower. Didn't you know that? I don't sleep in a bed. I sleep in a flower.
Oh, dude! So you're the girl from freaking Never Ending Story.
Never ending story? Does that do they do that?
Well, no, I think she was.
They
In
do that in Thumbelina too, or something. She like.
I think
sleeps
she
in a
was in an
flower.
oyster, and she was supposed to be a pearl. That's
Oyster
kind of the
flower,
same thing.
shit.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. Pretty legit. Pretty similar too.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close
Jeez. Wow. Okay, anyway. What have you guys been up to this week? Like, Yogi, what have you been up to, man? Give us a little something, little rundown, man.
I am actually back, and I don't know if we're gonna get to our dust off tonight. We gotta celebrate Janelle being back, but I'm back on the grind on Hearthstone. I haven't been doing ranked too much because it's not that I don't enjoy ranked, but I just end up doing my quests, doing a little arena, and then signing off. And I'm not streaming much lately. Now I'm just trying to stick just to streaming for events and podcasts, and then all the other stuff is just supplemental. Just let people know I'm still alive. Partly because of the Comcast data usage thing. And I love it. I tell people that they're like, just get a unlimited package. Like, yeah, because I wouldn't have done that if that was an option. Like, why would I want to pay an extra $100 to $200 more? Like, if it's an option for unlimited. Obviously, that's not an option in my area. There's no other ISPs to go to.
I don't understand.
And I'm not
that,
gonna
dude.
move.
I don't
Yeah,
understand. There's no option. Like they're like taking you by the neck, literally. If anybody's ever like had a dream to where they've actually strangled somebody, that's what Yogi feels like right now.
I'm getting BM'd by my followers. They're like, "Why don't you stream anymore?" I'm like, "Oh,
I know.
now you miss me. Not now you all excited about the stream." It's like,
I wasn't really
Where
a
are you?
popular, streamer, but when I streamed for like a month straight and then I had to leave for family stuff and then I'm getting the same. So I got Morgana,
yeah.
Morgana yelled at me last night. Like, okay, you said you're going to stream, dude. So where the hell are you? I'm like, the only thing is I'm sorry, because she was
With
streaming
Twitch,
last night and she yelled at me.
You can't take breaks on Twitch. If people, they'll crucify you, dude.
Mhm.
But I actually got up to like rank 14. I wasn't grinding that much, but that's pretty good considering I don't do it. I didn't play that much. Like I'm playing here and there when I'm on the can or having a little break in between other things, work, whatever. Vaping or whatever. It's like, all right.
But
yeah.
the good thing about the Hearthstone going places is now it's on Kindle, so I can play
it's
it
a
on
Kindle
the can too. I can play it on the can too.
Oh yeah, because Kindle is Android based.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, the Android app it's revitalized.
I didn't understand the $1.99 fee though.
Huh?
For the app.
Really?
When I bought it on the Kindle. When
No.
I got it, because it's supposed to be free, right? So not even thinking about it, there was a $1.99 charge, and it was from Blizzard. When we looked at it, because I got it. I didn't think about buying it. I didn't think about nothing. And then there was a $1.99 charge. I was like, what? Really? You guys are charging for the app? Well, then the next day they sent it back saying, we're sorry, this is supposed to be free. So they sent it back.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I was about to say. But a lot of my favorite, all my favorite games that are well suited for mobile are all on mobile now.
Mhm.
Soulforge, Soulforge, Shadow Era, Hearthstone, and Scrolls, and they're all deck building games. There's a common thread there, I think. By the way, Janelle's been gone for a while. She went on a little vacation. She explored the Himalayas or something.
What?
Yeah, didn't you go like climbing mountains and you like practice kung fu with a Tibetan monk or something?
You got a really good
Oh,
story, because
yes.
that's not the story I got.
Yes. That's totally what I did.
It's not the story I got. Just saying.
No, I was in Florida and we went to Disney World and Universal with my family and
Yeah, that's what I heard. You know,
got drunk all week. And
Himalayas.
had a blistering sunburn on my face, so that was fun.
That's why you're not on cam today.
Hey,
I'm not
The
on
live-
cam because my face.
She's
is
like, I don't want to be on cam, not even getting on Skype. I'm like, okay.
No, 'cause
It's
a
like, whatever.
For a couple of reasons, I'm not on Skype. One, because my Skype, it randomly lately every 20 minutes roughly it'll just crash and I have to log on, blah blah, do it again. I don't know why. I'm assuming I have to reinstall it, but whatever. And two, yeah, my face is all like smudged and like weird because I had my jungle cat cosplay today, thingy my bob, so now it's all like weird and gross.
BFT said he heard that you had moonlighted as a Sherpa for a week. Then you saved a climber on Everest.
Yes, I did. That was actually the week before I went to Florida.
Oh,
Damn.
that explains that time that we didn't see you for about 3 days.
Yeah,
She's been
that
busy.
was what I was doing. I was in Everest.
So you just fly around the world saving people? Is that your
Yeah,
MO?
that's my life right now.
And then you come back
basically.
and stream as
Yeah.
cosplays?
Yeah, that's just my life. Story of my life. I'm just a do-gooder outside of the stream, and then
I saw
on
your
stream.
drunk stream the other night, though. That was great, because she was fucked up.
Oh god.
Every
Towards
time
the
she
end, I
died,
kept-
every time she died, she had a shot. Oh my god.
No, I didn't do shots. I drank, but my drink was so strong because it was vodka, and I fucking hate vodka.
it was
Oh my
swearing
God.
and deaths that you had. to
Swearing
shots.
and dying. I couldn't catch up with it. It was the
Oof.
worst. It was literally like people had to keep count for me because I was like, I don't know how many times I've been dying and swearing.
At least it wasn't tequila, because tequila is rough.
But vodka, I feel like I can handle tequila because I don't know, it's just different. Like vodka, I can't do it. It was really bad. And I never drink vodka, like ever. I've
Well-
drinking vodka since like high school.
Well, if I move to where I think we might move to, if, this is hypothetically, if I move to where I think we're moving to, I will definitely bring you to there for at least a week, and then you'll get sun all the time. You know,
Where were you moving to?
I really can't make that public quite yet.
Okay, well, is it like close to me, or are you saying you're moving somewhere warm and far, but
Maybe.
you're gonna fly me out there?
It could be close to you, but could not be.
Oh God. Okay.
The people that actually know what I'm talking about or
The
where I'm talking about are like,
veins.
I know, but I can't say anything yet. So,
It's okay.
but if it is, then we'll have you, and then we'll have Janelle for a live show. One of these
Oh,
Horseplay
snap.
lives. Yes, I will make that happen eventually. Just not next week or anything.
I'm already jelly.
Tonight on the show, guys, we got tons of gaming news and scandals. You guys like those kind of things? I do. This is something to talk about. We're getting hyped about the huge month in gaming coming May. This is gonna be a big month, guys, for us. But if you guys are new to the show, welcome to our silly party.
Whee! Blue is singing. I was a little distracted.
Yeah, you're always distracted. Like
She's singing
sometimes
it
you're on
back.
point, man. Even when I'm not, you're just on point. But anyway, who
I
cares?
know.
Horseplay Live is where geeks come to play, guys. And and we get in trouble too. So, if you guys like a little bit of trouble, a little bit of not, yeah, this is where we're at. We are the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with AllGames.com and the United Broadcasting Network. Our show covers the aspect of geek culture with a special focus on indie and strategy games, technologies, and by God, do we rant. Very much so. If we don't rant, this is not Horseplay Live. Just because.
It's horseplay, not live.
We also address some of the social yeah. We also
What?
address some of the social issues that geeks face, and as well as some community events that we put on or we are what's the word I'm looking for? We're backing, I don't know, backing or sponsoring or anything that we're shouting out for other events. Yeah, I just fucked that up. All right. Sometimes we even talk about tabletop games. One of these times, we're going to have to do it to where we play a tabletop game on Geeky Antics as a gang night. I'm trying to get the setup right now. But, and there's not really a show that goes by where we don't really talk about food. We have to talk about food, because if we're talking about anything like Twitter or any kind of social media, I think Yogi's even put some food on the website before. If it's Yogizilla, we're going to throw some food on there, what we had the other day.
Did you see the pan-fried French toast recipe?
I did, and I made it. I just didn't take a picture of it because it was good. Woo.
Did you inject it with the little cream? The
Yes.
creme?
Yes.
Pretty crazy.
It was great. Very good.
You should check it out. geekyantics.net/blog. Food porn, yo. It's
Food
real.
porn. Food porn is real. Yogi, let's tell them a little bit more about the show, man.
So yeah, we're live and uncut, and crazy things may happen. You know, it's a late night show
May happen.
where our script is mainly guidelines and talking points, and we deviate so much from it that sometimes we don't even get through like a fifth of what we intended to
What are you
discuss.
talking about?
So we may say something offensive. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, keep an open mind. Just remember, have fun. You know, we're HorsePLAY. With a name like that, shenanigans are about it. And Blue really wants to talk tonight. Blue, come on, Blue. You want to say hello?
She's just going to town.
I think there's an owl. I have the window open because it's kind of warm,
Mhm.
so I'm letting the breeze come in. And there's like an owl that goes back right behind where the man cave window is at, and hoots. And it's a big owl too. So she starts meowing at him, and he's like, "Hoo hoo," and then she meows back.
Now, yeah, right. Now, Lord Rakdos, I'm going to address something in chat real quick. For all the time that you've known me, do you possibly think ever that I could say all that stuff that I say in the beginning of the show without a script? I have to have one. Because I won't say, I'll go, what's going on, George? Yeah. We're scripted for the most part for the things that we need to make sure we say, just because we don't want to miss anybody. We don't want to miss any special shout outs or anything like that from anybody. But when we talk, we talk. We talk from our heart. Or out of our ass. Depends on how we're feeling. Yeah. HorsePLAY Live
That's dangerous.
It is very dangerous. I've tried it. It hurt. HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m., 8 p.m. Pacific on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and Yogizilla. HorsePLAY Live Replay now is also available earlier in the day at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time on allgames.com. So, we are going to just get right into it and get on with the obligatory news with Yogizilla.
Ding! You usually giggle about it. Well,
I'm trying to
anyway.
be professional. Let's just go.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I want to remind everybody again that Heroes of the Storm will release June 2nd. In fact, we have a wonderful blog post about it, geekyantics.net/blog. You're going to hear that a lot throughout tonight's show. But Blizzard has also confirmed that a clan system is in the works. And who knows? We might be able to even like circumvent that global 100 friend limit or whatever the number is. Cause that thing is annoying. How can you tell me how many friends I can have? Don't tell me that. Let me put as many people I want. That's why Live does that too. I don't know why they do that hard limit. Because then eventually you have to start like deleting people off of there. And then they feel bad, like they come back. All right, granted, I usually start with the people that haven't been out for months. But then they come back like, oh, why'd you remove it? And they take it all personally. It's like, you don't love me anymore. I thought we were friends. It's like,
That's when you
It's
need
like-
to have my mentality, Yogi, and say, hey, sorry, you haven't been on for like 5-6 months. Sorry. You start playing again, I'll add you again. My list is full, though. Thank you for coming.
I have done that.
Thank you for coming. Come again. Thank you very
Somebody
much.
just like send out a blast through email, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, and I tell people, hey, I'm doing a mass cleanup of all my lists. If you don't get on and we don't play anything together, we don't talk, I'm deleting you. Bye. Not that
But
I'm
you have to
important and
do
it's just
that,
really,
though. I mean, you have to do that because as a gamer and as a podcaster, we want to have the people that are on all the time. So then we really lose nothing. We don't lose any time waiting for people to get online. We don't lose any time waiting for podcasts to go off. But yeah, go ahead. Right. That's good.
I was gonna take care of Blue. I think she wants to go outside. I thought you were gonna keep talking. But yeah. You get. I was expecting you to keep going. I was like, I'm gonna slip over and then. Boop, boop. Anyway.
Basically, I saw him. Everybody that's listening to the podcast right now, I saw him mute his mic, so that I'm like, okay, go ahead. So then,
Jerk. Yeah, you did it on purpose. I saw.
Go ahead, do this, and we'll get through this, and then you can take off real quick.
Way to add some dead air to the show. But
that's on you, bro.
But the final week for Black Rock Mountain on Hearthstone is out. It's the secret laboratory. I need to do the latest wings, so I gotta get caught up on all that. So expect a Hearthstone stream. I'm gonna get back to my roots. And that was one of the games I used to stream a lot, along with Soul Forge and Scrolls. So hopefully you'll see that. It won't be a regular thing, but a lot of people have been requesting it. So Blue's really going to town right now.
Yeah, what?
Do you hear? What is it now? Do you hear Blue?
Yeah.
She's really excited.
Or you didn't spend enough time with her today, and she's pissed off at you.
I did though. I looked at her like crazy. She just gets these movements like, give me attention, I'm gonna throw a fit. Get a little diva. Blue, you want some love? Okay. And now she's just exploring. But it's a good time to grind through all these quests, and I'm gonna go through them blind because I hate going. A lot of people go online to figure out deck recipes and solutions for the trials, and I'm like, that's kind of lame. But anyway, Soul Forge, another deck building game, has released free missions today. Just breaking news. So now there's more ways for you to play solo. I haven't tried them out yet, but I'm excited to get back into that. Now, more on a more political side of gaming, Don Matrick leaves Zynga and a $56 million a year salary. $56 million after less than 2 years. And it's possible that this is a voluntary termination, but these companies tend to find ways to do a lot of damage control and make things look all nice and happy.
But dude, that's 112,000 or $112 million that he just got from working there for 2 years. He doesn't need their money anymore.
He's supposed to be rich already. He literally doesn't have to work at all. But then again, as an executive, you don't really work anyway, just to be honest. I mean, CEOs and CFOs, they're just there to shake hands, kiss babies, and wear suits. They basically take the credit of all the people working under them, and that's almost any organization. I've seen it time and again. I know I've been at that level. I was the VP of client services at a consulting firm, and I saw the bureaucracy. Hey, John, you want to play some golf? Oh yeah, let's go play some golf. Yeah, we let all the peons do all the real work. And that's basically what happens. It's just proverbial circle jerks in politics. But
I hope I get there someday.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind having your soul sucked, ooh, not for me.
You can't suck a soul that's already gone, sir.
So, you can't suck something if it's not there. That's what happened with micro penis. But this is what's funny about it to me. He leaves after just shortly soon after he said that he called the year a year of progress. And then Zynga proceeded to post a $226 million loss. Stocks plummeting. The value of the company plummeting. Profits going down, And the links here, we'll post in the chat here. If you want to see. Oh, I just messed it. I fat fingered it. There we go. I got it now.
I'll do it, dude. I got you, bro.
Oh, now you got it? I got it. I beat you to it.
Barely.
But what's even funnier, as if these executives don't make enough money, he even got a nice golden parachute. And a golden parachute is when you're at an executive level and you leave a company to soften the blow of being terminated. No, well at that level you don't get terminated. You get
dismissed.
Asked to
you get asked to
leave
resign.
nicely. Yeah, dismissed, whatever. But it's a much nicer term. I can't think of it right now. And a golden parachute is just basically a way of saying, hey, you know, I know you've like come to like have develop an expensive lifestyle, so we're gonna give you a way for you to keep
Severance
that up
package.
for us. Yeah, but for us middle class working folks, it's severance package. For executive, it's a golden parachute because it's like here's a box of gold bars, you know, a Ferrari. All right, sorry, we have to let you go, and they're like, whatever. I don't really have to work. It's just be something to do. So his actual contract stated that in the case of constructive termination, I'm using the air quotes for those not watching video, he would receive part of his stock options regardless. Now he left supposedly of his own accord. So he's getting out of this roughly $25 million out of $40 million in stock options, on top of what he was already paid, and on top of a $5 million signing bonus that he got back. What was it, November 2 years ago, whatever. Then when he left Xbox, abandoned the Xbox One launch pretty much, and then went to Zynga. And what's even worse about it is this guy jacked up Microsoft's console division because he had a punchable face. I hated him when he did presentations at the shows. He's part of the reason people did not trust Microsoft anymore. You know, he was like he just had this punchable face, like ugh. Anyway,
Janelle missed the micro penis bit.
Did she?
Yeah.
What's this about micro penis? Oh, kitty cat.
Hey, Fifi.
Oh, Fifi's here too?
Fifi is in the house.
Oh, yes, she is. And Miss Maiden, Miss White Wolf. Doesn't like when we use the full name. WCWW. MSWW.
Miss Shy Wolf. There you go. Not full
Yeah.
name, just half of it. In
There
different
is half
pieces.
of it. Now we have some conspiracy theories here.
Or
Illuminati.
Maiden White. You know, whatever.
We're gonna start folding up some $5 and $10 bills. Be like, yo, look, see, Illuminati, yo, yo, there's a bat there, yo.
Hey, we're not gonna
middle
talk.
finger, see
Let's
that?
not. Let's not talk about. Let's move on with the news. No, just
Well, yeah.
playing.
So the last actually there's more to this Zynga story. I find it really interesting. So Marcus Pincus, I believe is how I pronounce his name. He returns as the company's fearless leader, and I think he was the original founder and CEO of the company. GamesIndustry.biz reports, and I quote, this is what Mark Pincus said. He said, now that we are a mobile-first company, it's time to renew our focus on our founding mission to connect the world through games and our vision to make play and social games a mass-market activity, Pincus said. I am returning to the company that I love in order to accelerate innovation in the most popular categories like action strategy and strengthen our focus on our core areas like invest and express. But I don't even know what that means. Like, it's like this is really salesy talk. Partnering with our leaders to intensify our focus on social experiences for the millions of consumers who play our games. Now, Metric, mind you, there's a little backup to that quote from Pincus. Metric did manage to do something worthwhile, or at least he's credited for it. I'm sure someone else that actually did work did this, but he managed to accomplish something before he left. Mobile now accounts for 60% of Zynga's profits, up from 27% when he originally joined. So that's kind of a big deal. It's like pretty much doubled their profitability from that segment, which is a growing segment. So yeah, okay, cool beans. But yeah, he left, so it doesn't matter. So he's a quitter. He's a quitter, yo. And my stream just stopped. What the hell? Well, I don't know what that was about.
Or you're a quitter, yo.
I must have hit something, apparently. Anyway.
Just a quitter.
I guess I am. Some more leavers. Visceral Games general manager Steve Puzzi. Funny name. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun of people's names. He's left EA, and apparently they were not pleased with the direction of Battlefield Hardline and the Dead Space series. He's actually in charge of a lot of franchises, but EA denies it has anything to do with Hardline. They say they're going to continue to support the game, and there's no problem there. Okay.
Until they say, sorry guys, not making enough money, we're dropping it like we did Donkey.
Yeah. EA never does that, OB. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey,
You okay?
Janelle.
Yes.
Are you still loving the Hardline?
Actually, no, I had to uninstall it.
Damn.
Because no, it's not because I don't like the game. I do like the game. It's because I suck and I don't have another strat cable to plug into my other hard drive, so I don't have the space for it, so I had to delete it so I could add Grand Theft Auto 5. Story of my life right now. Don't have space. I have to keep uninstalling games and shit.
It's musical chairs, I tell you.
Yeah. But it was good. I don't know. I kind of feel like I didn't love it as like I loved it more in the beta than I do now. I don't know. But I'm going to keep playing it and see where I go. Like I'm going to give it a couple second chances and then we'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
Well, here's another game that may be dead or dying. Silent Hills. A few months ago, everybody was just completely losing it over this thing called PT, which was like basically a really extravagant demo, a technical demo for the new Silent Hill game. And yeah, we talked about how Kojima departed from Konami, and now Guillermo del Toro, who was supposed to be executive director / producer, confirmed that he was moving on from the project, and he can't let it slip out that the project is dead. So yeah, Konami has not confirmed this. I have not seen any confirmations from any like worthwhile news sources. No press release, nothing. So if anyone says it's a definite, check the source. But it's pretty safe to assume that it's more than likely dead. Because they did say, what Konami did say is that the PT teaser / demo is not going to be the game's framework, but they're going to continue production, using a new framework and whatever. They're heading in a new direction, say. And they also mentioned that their contract with Norman Reedus, aka Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, has expired. So I don't know if they have to cut new voice tracks. That's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be really weird.
At some point, if and when this game releases, there's gonna be parts where it's gonna be all just text. It's gonna go from like voice all of a sudden to like text, and you'll be like, "The fuck? Why is it text all of a sudden?" Like, this is like so like 1995, You see the text comes up on the screen and makes it a little as it goes across the screen. Like Animal Crossing? No, nobody. Okay, moving on. Oh, Norman Reedus did say that he's very disappointed about it. He actually joined a lot of the gamers that were disappointed about the news. So he's all about the fans, and he was actually very attached to the project. Oh, buddy was moved to our channel.
What?
Oh, yeah. I have the TeamSpeak notifications on. When you move someone to the channel, I hear it in the Duke Nukem voice, which I'm not even going to attempt to do.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, we might as well talk about it. Well, there's people joining the chat, the live chat room.
It's time, Yogi. It's time, stream. It's time for Geeks Engaged. Welcome to the show. This show's all about you guys. Derp, derp, derp. Yes, it's all about you, our fellow geeks, our followers. Join the conversation live. With us today so far, we have Fatal Blades and none other than Lord Rakdos. What's up, guys? Yes?
Hi.
Dude.
Hey, Fatal.
Wow. Anyway,
What the heck?
Edge of your seat entertainment right there.
that like
Oh, man.
grade A, you guys, grade A. But guys, if you guys want to join us, you guys can join us on our TeamSpeak. You guys can come on there. Please use headphones, guys, because we don't really want to hear a whole bunch of people, and push to talk would be nice unless you know what you're doing. But Yogi, do we have any questions on ask.fm or an email?
I didn't even check for today. I was going to, but we got so much stuff to talk about. Listen, we'll keep it moving. But do keep those questions coming on ask.fm. I think Obi's on there finally as Obi1X2. I'm on there as YogiZilla. If we're Facebook friends or Twitter friends, it should add me automatically. Just do this little search feature. It's a little weird of an interface, but it's fun. We can ask each other questions, answer each other's questions, and there's questions of the day. And, maybe we'll come back to it. We'll see how we do on timing.
Okay.
But
Guys, if you can't join us live, the best way to let's keep the conversation going. But the best way to send us some keep in conversation with us anyway. You guys can send us some tweets at Obi1X2, at YogiZilla, at Janelle_no5, at Geeky Antics as well. So you guys check that out and send us some tweets. As always, the best way to experience all our shenanigans on HorsePLAY Live is via our main live chat hub on channels Geeky Antics on Twitch.
Word.
Yes, I think I got that right. You guys can join the gang, of course, as well by going to our official HQ, geekyantics.net, where you guys can comment, share, and just join us on the forums. We really like to see what awesome geeks think. And we're going to have, we got some latest content coming up here. Or, I know of some coming up. But do we have any new that's posted already?
a bunch of stuff. For the next couple of weeks especially, there's going to be a nice little spike in steady content because we have more contributors. I know Lord Rakdos is contributing poems and short stories. Strizix is doing the pseudo-gen kind of competitive scene coverage of CSGO. I'm doing a little unofficial countdown to the Heroes of the Storm full release. So we got a guide, another guide and preview / wish list for the release date of June 2nd, 2015. So then we're gonna prepare for that. A lot of stuff. So
I might be doing some game reviews.
yes, game reviews. Game reviews are coming because Lord Ratos won a bunch of awesome games and he reviewed them, and a lot of them are indie games too that people probably haven't heard of, but they're really good. So
Nice. And I know for a fact that Pseudogen, we're actually going to be posting something. It should be tonight, hopefully. But we're going to have some stuff. We're actually going into gold tournaments. We couldn't stay in silver. So
You got too good.
uh-oh.
we got too good for silver. So we're into gold now. So guys, follow us. Give us a shout out. Give us some love. Would be very much appreciated. But last but not least, guys, please voicemail us at 206-415-4987. Keep in mind that it is U.S. Based, so unless you want all those charges, you can tweet us, and there's a lot of stuff to get a hold of us. Don't forget, we will play and respond to your messages live. If you guys are shy, you guys can email us, mail at geekyantics.net, YogiZilla, Obi1X2, just put our names in front of the at geekyantics.net. It'll go right to us. So, let's get moving right along. I guess I'm losing words very fast right now. But we're gonna get right into it. Man crushes and geek girls segment, guys. I know I do a little crazy little voice there, but my voice hurts right now, and I have to save it. So this is where we shave. This is where we share our favorite man crushes or geek girls of the week. If you guys want to be a guest or suggest your favorite man crushes or geek girls of your own, please contact us via Twitter, allgames.com, or the official gang website. We'd love to hang out with you. Let's share, for now, our personal geeks of the week. YogiZilla, who is your geek of the week, sir?
Mine is an easy one. Our old friend who's back from vacation, who we missed so much, who everyone was asking about all the time. Janelle No 5. We love you. And I know it's gonna be a little awkward, but I know the struggle is real. You've hit some tough times. I want you to know that the community has your back. Make sure you go to her channel. Janelle No 5. That's no, like the word no, like hell no, you ain't getting none of this. Janelle No 5. Jan as in Nancy, EL No 5, number 5. No, it's at twitch.tv/Janelle No 5. Give her a visit. Even if you just hang out for a little bit, say hello, you know. I recommend using the dance emote. It was the best one there because you get Kirby to shake his thing. Boom, 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 boom.
That's
boom.
like your favorite command to use ever in my chat. It's just
I love it. Pum pum pum, pum pum pum.
Gamer made that like the first day I started streaming. It was hilarious, and I've still had it. So glad you like it, Yogi.
I do. I take advantage of it quite often. It makes me happy.
Janelle?
No, you go first.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, OB. Just
I have to look something up first. That's the thing.
what?
Yeah, I didn't do my homework this week. How about you, Fatal Blades? We'll go through the
For
whole...
this week, I'm gonna say. I don't know. There's so many good ones. I've been watching a lot of Twitch. I'm gonna say Morgana Freya. Like Miss Skyrim, she's been playing a ton of Skyrim and modding it out. It's actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go Morgana Freya.
Okay, now the next person, Morgana Freya. Have you noticed anybody in your chat, any other streamers, anybody just that you just have stood out to you that you'd like to shout out for a Geek of the Week?
I think I would probably shout out, probably Kayaks, just because he helped do some of my artwork for my stream, which was very helpful. So I'm gonna shout out him.
Okay. Lord Rakdos.
I haven't been in keeping up with Twitch too much. Just been hanging out and gaming with some people. So, with that, I'd have to say Fatal Blades. Being a generally cool person.
Woo woo.
All right, Maiden.
I don't know. I've been watching someone named Mr. Slayfox, and I don't know. He's been like pounding on League, and just I don't know. I like him personally, but he's been I don't know. He's been crazy this past few weeks.
Cool.
Legit.
Janelle.
I'm gonna say this new person who came into my stream, and he plays Cisco, Arma, and Daisy. I think he streams. He was streaming a lot before. He has like 20,000 followers, but then he fell out because he had a bunch of stuff to do. So he's been out of the Twitch scene for a while, and he's just making his way back into Twitch again. So trying to help him out because he lost a bunch of his followers and stuff. But yeah, he is Hey It's Me Salty on Twitch. I can put it on the thing, but it's twitch.tv/Hey It's Me Salty.
Nice.
So yeah.
I'm gonna give shout outs to one of my teammates, basically Stryzix. Everybody knows him pretty much. If you guys want to go out and check out his YouTube page, he's doing a lot of the stuff that we're doing, such as like with our practices and even when we're jacking around and messing around. So big shout outs to him and his YouTube page. Give him a like, give him a love. But please, so okay, Yogi's like changing shit so that I automatically look at that, and so instead of going I gotta move forward, I can't, he's changing. Okay, anyway,
just
Quickie. Double quickie. Welcome, guys. First Box 1 impressions and console analysis. This is Yogi's baby because I don't even have one. Yogi, take it away.
I don't know. Do you guys want to hear what I feel about the Xbox One? Like everybody in the chat right now, anybody
This
interested?
Xbox none.
That's called married life. It's fun, but then you're like, damn, why'd I pay so much money for this?
I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. Obi's like, I'm not gonna touch this one. My wife's playing in here.
Oh.
I'm kidding, folks.
Wait,
It was
what?
a pun. Obi, you missed my pun.
No, I didn't. I was laughing too hard.
I was being punny.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just be really quick impressions. So I'm really enjoying the system. Like I mentioned last week when I got it, that I can see why people don't like the downloading thing. But you know, you got to be smart about it. Queue a bunch of things up to download, walk away and do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want an instant gratification type thing, then it can be rough. But like, here's the thing though. The people that are complaining about the downloads are the same people that stick to digital. I got a few disc-based games. Guess what? I pop it in. It had like maybe a 180 megabyte update to the game, a small patch, and I'm in right away. That's not a big deal. Even with crap internet, you can download that pretty fast. So,
Even with my internet.
yeah, see? Yeah, internet's pretty good though, compared to most.
It's alright. For country internet.
Oh
What's your
goodness.
internet?
I think it's 30 down, 5 up. But you know, you always pay for what you think you're gonna get, and then you never get it actually.
Yeah.
So I get like 3.5 up sometimes. It's balls.
She is right. Because I got 60 by. I'm 60 by. I'm 66. 60 up or 60 down, and 6 up. And that's like low.
Yeah, see, like, no. This is the maximum I can get in the country. Like, that's the best internet that I could possibly get here.
I can get better. I can still get better. I still have 2 more packages higher than what I have right now. I just don't have
Yeah,
the
but
money to
do
pay
you
for it.
live close to a city or something?
No, it's just the area that I'm in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my area sucks.
Okay, anyway. Yogi? Any more about your bone bomb one?
Well, you know, we have a lot of PS4 people in here.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
like,
we do. Would you like to
this
talk about
is-
your Xbox anymore?
Now, listen, this is Xbox One first impression and console analysis.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So I'm gonna just say real quick,
Be nice.
from what I've seen on the Xbox One and PS4, you can skip it right now, both of them. There's nothing really compelling to upgrade right now. I still stick by that. Am I enjoying it? Yeah. But I still find myself going back to the PC gaming.
Of course. PC
You know?
Master Race, baby. What did we talk about on Sunday?
We talked about PC versus consoles. You know?
PC Master Race. That's just how it is.
I mean, you know, I'm really enjoying the Xbox, but it comes down to like where your friends at. You know, I feel like this. I don't know. It might just be in my head, but I feel like this console generation is taking a long time to really rev up and build up that library, and not having the backwards compatibility really hurt it. It's like in a deeper trench. So I think it might be another year or so before we really see it gain some traction, and then by then it's already halfway through its life, right?
Right.
But the one thing I will say is that this holiday season, in the December 2015 is gonna be huge. There's a lot of things lined up, and one of the games I'm excited about is Battleborn, and I think that's only coming to the consoles. And Battleborn's they don't call it a MOBA, but it's a hero battle arena game with FPS kind of things going on. It's a MOBA. It's like now people are trying to be hip. It's like no, it's not a MOBA. It's not like that League of Legends game. This is different. It's like it's It's a MOBA, but you just change some of the mechanics up. It's like gigantic. Oh, we're not a MOBA. We're a hero brawler. But that's what a MOBA is. Well, whatever. People, they're too good to say that they're a MOBA. Because League of Legends tasted that. It's like, that community is toxic. I don't want to have that herpes, so I'm not going to say I'm part of that, you know? But anyway. I did play, and everybody's telling me, like, but you can't play Bloodborne. It's like, who cares? One game is not a system seller. And you know what? I was playing Dark Souls 2, and I was really enjoying it. And I didn't feel a void. Because I got to die repeatedly on Dark Souls 2. Hate my life, but I kept playing it. That's pretty much my life in general. But, you know, I kept doing it. I just keep walking around and getting slapped around and beat up by giant creatures and skeletons and zombies. And it was fun. You know, I've heard from a bunch of people, and I was looking into this. I forgot completely about the fact that Capcom has gone like semi-exclusive with the PS4. So like now the Street Fighters and Marvel versus Capcom type things are not gonna come to the Expo, but it still has some games that are multi-platform. So yeah. And you know what? After the way they handled Street Fighter and Marvel versus Street Fighter 4 and Marvel versus Capcom 3. The original launches of that, it was terrible. And then they kept releasing new versions of it, better versions of it, for the same price or cheaper. Like, wait, I bought this day one, then a month later you come out with a better version for cheaper. That's a slap in the face. And they kept doing it repeatedly. There's like 100 versions of freaking Street Fighter 4 now. Fuck that. Freaking ultra freaking super duper mega limited edition Street Fighter 4 Alpha Collection EX Plus. The fuck? Anyway, there's also lots of free content on the Xbox One. I'm quite liking that. They're finally realizing that they gotta give stuff away. So like Happy Wars supposedly got accidentally released on Xbox One earlier than it was supposed to. So people were telling me, oh, you don't get your character transfer over. Well, I must be in the minority then, because they transferred all my stuff over from my 360 characters, and I had a lot of cool gear in that game. So I'm happy. And then at the moment I launched it, I got a shit ton of freaking achievements and like free gold and loot drops, and I'm like, yes, that's pretty cool. But it's kind of broken because I guess they weren't ready for the release. It really was an accident, and it's hard to like the matchmaking is kind of brutal. You know, it takes a while to find people to play with, and then hope that they don't dodge the queue. Then that makes it take longer. I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies. That's awesome. I'm in the Smite beta, thanks to our friends on the West Radio Show. They hooked me up with that, so I got it to Smite beta on Xbox One, and it plays really well. I'm actually very surprised. I could actually switch between the PC and the Xbox One version and enjoy both equally. Using the gamepad, it's interesting. Like, you have to get used to the controls, but once you do, it's actually pretty awesome, pretty fluid. Killer Instinct. A lot of people are saying this game was terrible and Mortal Kombat X is better, but actually the combo system in here is sick. I finally got to play it, like really play it, like not on someone else's console or watching someone play it. Like really play it myself, really get into it and play the story mode. I'm like, damn, it's legit. There's other games that I'm playing too. Neverwinter's on the Xbox One and Warframe. But we'll come back to it. I don't want to bore you guys. Anyway, Obi, take it away.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
if you guys have any thoughts of anything that he said about the Xbox, if you guys have anything else, you guys can email him at yogizilla@geekyantics.net or send him a voicemail 206-415-4987, and we'll respond next show. Okay? So, but for now, we're going to start out with get into the shout-outs and love. Yogi, what is our rank last week on allgames.com charts, sir?
It went slightly down from number 9 to 11, but we're still at the top, yo. We start at the bottom, now we here. I'm about to keep it up.
Don't forget. Don't forget, guys, to help us around 5 o'clock on Thursdays Eastern Time, go to allgames.com and give us about 5 minutes of your time. We can do this, guys. We do want to climb further than the top 10. Now, we've gone over the top 10 now, so let's get back under there. Let's get to the top 5 as fast as we possibly can. All we need is about 5 minutes of your time. You don't even have to pay attention. You can just turn us on for 10 minutes and leave us alone. Go do something else. You can mute us if you want. I don't care. So, Yogi, let them know a little bit about a message from our sponsors.
So I just want to say real quick, so we keep things moving along. Shiny Prints, shinyprints.com. If you know any photographers or artists, which pretty much everybody knows someone, and I've talked to a few people that say, oh, I have a cousin or an aunt or uncle or a brother that does wedding photography or blah, blah, blah. Hey, get them in touch with us because we might be able to set something up where they can make more money and help our great sponsor, shinyprints.com, get out to more people. It's a win-win situation, you know? Wouldn't it be nice to offer your customers prints that are durable and look better and look more professional and something that'll be happy to and proud to hang up and not have to worry about buying a frame? I mean, frames are ridiculous. I was looking at a frame for a poster I have. You know, let's say you paid $20 for a custom-made print from an artist, and they're hooking you. And that's a hookup price, you know. Commission work costs a lot more than that. But you get you spend like 20, let's say $40 for a piece of art, and then you go for a frame, and it's like, oh, a frame starting at only $80. Like, what the fuck? We just put this a frame. What? ShinyPrints.com, you don't have to worry about the frame because it's got everything you need, including the mount right there. Boom, done. Go to ShinyPrints.com, yo. And all our sponsors can be found at geekyanswers.net/sponsors. And that's it, yo. Get out, for real. It'll make them happy, it'll make us happy. Oh, there's some smile spam going on in here. What? And there's it's Jesse Cox.
Morgan, you're sub to Tim too. Yay!
Tell me we can't spam in here. I can do whatever I want. Guys, it's time. Since Yogi just got like blasted with spam in chat because of me, that's awesome. We're gonna continue on with our feature. Now we've been talking about. First of all, does any of our guests have to leave? You guys have to take off or anything? You guys all good? 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay. Feature. All right, so yeah, just take off when you can. Feature, guys, we're going to continue this. How to win at HOTS as a scrub, part 3. The final chapter. No, we're not going to go any, okay. We're on a HOTS kick, guys, and we have been for the last, I don't know, couple months maybe. More than others, some more than others. But we have some quick tips of, you know, what you can do in HOTS as well as any other, basically, PvP or MOBA game. So, a lot of times we mentioned before that people like they overcomplicate the matter. They don't get back to basics. They don't, click move. They don't know how, or they just don't know how to play in general, because they've done a first-person shooter or they played League of Legends so long that Heroes of the Storm is retarded or something to them. I've seen it. We've all seen it. So we're going to get back into the discussion. Previously, we've talked about, sieging a lane, objectives, getting those objectives at all costs, conserving traditional play with soaking lanes and whatnot, trying to get your team to level 10 as fast as possible, floating assassins such as Zerotol Nova, which I just bought Zerotol and he's fucking awesome. But sticking back to the basics, getting back to where, the starter heroes, picking one of those starter heroes and just getting good with it. So, but we're going to get right back into team comps. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, yo.
No?
You okay? Okay, team comps are not the end all.
The chat's really like crazy right now.
Yeah, chat's blowing up right now, and I'm trying to read at the same time as it's actually scrolling by. But
Well, first of all, I want to backtrack because a lot
Okay.
of folks that are in this. I know Rakdos plays, Morgana plays. Janelle, we tried to get her to play beforehand, but she was being the scrub. Not enough love for us, but it's okay. We'll change that. Fatal plays. Maiden, I don't think plays. But in general, with MOBAs, there's always this mentality that this is how you build the character. This is the proper team composition. This is the lane assignments. And people are coming into Heroes of the Storm with they're used to this really stale meta, this really stringent style of playing, this lack of creativity, and this fear. Sometimes it's just simply a fear to experiment because people who experiment get BM'd. They're like, hey, you don't use that item on that character. Team Solo Mid says you shouldn't do that. Oh, Mobile Fire says you shouldn't do that. Like, who cares? It works for me. It works for my playstyle. I'm effective with it. I feel comfortable with it. Who cares? But you're missing out on .0002 DPS. Who cares? So Heroes of the Storm is already positioning to get rid of that cookie cutter mentality. But you still have the people coming in that are like, all right, we need one warrior, we need 2 assassins, 1 support, and 1 specialist. That's it. No deviation from that. I actually beg to differ. I actually wrote a whole blog post about it. I've posted throughout the forums for the beta feedback, and because it's going public soon. So I want to make sure that they get constructive feedback because so much on the forums is just people going, oh, matchmaking sucks. I keep getting paired with people that are much better than me. Oh, I keep getting paired with noobs. I'm like, so I always ask people like, oh, what's your rank in League of Legends? And when they ask them, like, yeah, I knew you're a League of Legends player because you're so salty. Like, people from League of Legends and other MOBAs, they externalize their losses. They're like, oh, I lost because my team sucks. Oh, I was playing like a pro. I'm a boss, but my team sucks. Like, no, you probably are the problem because you're probably spending so much time BMing that you didn't actually play the game. But anyway, so yes, there's a whole thing. They have a blog post they did on Battle.net back on April 3rd, which actually breaks down once and for all the statistics supporting the variety of team comps and showing what the win rates are. Dual support, viable. Single support, viable, and they both have high success rates. The surprise, though, there's a lot of other numbers they have, but the surprise is that warriors are actually not as useful as people think. Why is that? Because, yes, it's great to have a tank, someone that can initiate, or a bruiser, someone that can do sustained damage and, soak the damage, soak the damage coming from an enemy. Here's the problem, though. You get a warrior in an MMO or a MOBA that thinks he's invincible, and he starts a fight with and then this is what happens so many times. It's like, hey, where were you guys? I started a fight and no one came to help. Dude, we were all the way across on the other side of the map, and you jumped in on a 5v1. Of course we didn't get there in time. You died before we got there.
Every Diablo player for the last week.
Yes. You had one job and you couldn't do it. So there's actually a finesse to playing warriors.
Yeah, you can't be like me, guys. Only I can play like me. Seriously, I swear to God. All right, you guys all know how I am on warriors. Like if I get on like Illidan, let's set melee, or if I get on Diablo. Somebody tried to copy me. You can't copy me. Stop. And I'm saying to the last Diablo I played against, Mr. FOOTERSLIDE, Foot Slide, or whatever his name, Footer Slide. Yeah, don't ever play Diablo again, sir. Play something else. Anyway, that's my rant. There you go. Good job.
No, I know you go in YOLO swag, but since we play with each other, we know what to expect. So we know wherever Obi's going, just follow. He's pushing.
I will make the play, okay? Just be ready to follow me.
He sees a cat with a bushy tail. He says chasing after it. A squirrel. Why not? Let's go. Just follow him. And it's a little Obi train. The Obi train is coming into town.
Yeah, but guys, I do know when to. If you play as a warrior, you gotta know when to back the fuck off. I mean, you gotta look at your team. If your team's all behind you, and it's 5v2, why the fuck not? Okay, sure. But you just gotta be prepared. They're gonna close on you. They're gonna do a whole bunch of other things to get you off your game too. Okay, I'm done now. Sorry.
But yeah, if you want to look at the actual hard stats, we have them up on the blog at geekyanswers.net/blog, and we posted the link. Did you post it in the chat for those listening live?
I did.
Okay.
The US Battle.net Heroes blog? Yes.
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 Yeah, just look up, Battle.net. You look up the Heroes of the Storm blog. It's their April 3rd post. Very clear. Conversations conversations around the community matchmaking. It's very simple, and it's just funny because the thing is, the way this game is by design, every hero is viable, every comp is viable, but what you have to do is think about what your hero and your team has in their toolbox, and play accordingly. So if you have heavy siege damage, push lanes, destroy buildings. If you have high DPS, have highly focused damage, and take out people one by one, and they won't have time to respond because you'll out damage them. It's just like you don't use a banana to hammer a nail. I mean, you could, but it's probably not the best tool for the job. The real hammer. It's just simple logic, but I guess common sense isn't that the common. I don't know what does everybody else think about the team comps? Do you feel like do you externalize like a loss and say, oh, it's because our team comp was whack, or we don't have strong heroes, they pick bad heroes?
Not really. Like, normally, what I'll do mid-game, if I see the comp is a little wacky, like we've got 3 assassins and no support, I'll be like, alright, assassins group up and essentially just roll across the map killing people. I'll try to help everyone before they get salty.
Yeah. Beto?
I think that I don't really blame a team comp for if I'm losing. I do think there is a place for team comp. I think it definitely does have some sort of effect. Like, I looked at the numbers, and it says that with no warrior, 1 warrior, you're still looking at about 50% win rate. And a while back, quite a while back, when Heroes of the Storm was first going in, they said that they wanted the average win rate to be about 50%, and the better players will excel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that team comp's not everything. By all means, we've worked around funky team comps. Up to and including all specialists, all supports, all assassins.
All specialists works.
Yeah. But there is something to be said for team composition and pick counter pick. Like, if you put an entire melee team to an entire range team, honestly, most of the time I'm gonna give that to the melee team. They put out more damage, have more maneuverability. It just depends. Like, I think there's times you do have to worry about who you're picking into. If you see there's 2 or 3 assassins on the other side and your side has no crowd control, you're going to be in trouble. You can't stun that damage. You can't peel that damage, and it's going to melt you a lot quicker than you think.
Yeah. Yep. I just feel like, with quick match, if you're in quick match queue, and that's where you tend to see a lot of the really zany team compositions, because, people have to realize it's a limited player pool.
It's just like blind pick, dude.
Yeah. So, people have to realize it's a limited player pool while it's in closed beta, and that's going to change soon. Would you rather wait 20, 30 minutes to get in a match, or get the best possible, the closest fit? It doesn't have to be an exact fit,
Well,
But that's the thing. People just get so mad about a team composition, and then they give up preemptively. It's like, oh, we have an Avather, GG.
the one,
lost.
well, no, yeah, but the one thing that I think they need to change, that would probably make everything better, is if we can get into a comp, like if we do a quick match and they put you in a lobby, and then you can kind of pick your team comp there. Because a lot of problems that I've seen, and yes, you can go out without and having, 2 supports, two ranged, and no melee, or 1 melee, just not a tank, and you can still win that game. Just depends on how your team goes. But there needs to be something to put in there from Blizzard, from Heroes, from whoever's doing it actually, but just to say that we can actually see, because what you do is when you queue up for a quick match, you pick your champion or your hero, and then you queue up. So it's already preset. So it's like if we could actually see what the rest of our team is picking before we have to lock in, it's kind of, that would actually help in my eyes.
I mean, they have that for Hero League.
Yeah, but
So,
I'm
like,
saying if you don't want to go play Hero League, though. You know what I mean? They should
That's
be...
the same.
Because
Well,
it's...
then you'd have to already be matched into a team.
But I'm saying, but yeah, when you join the queue, you join into a queue, and then basically the queue takes you to a lobby. Okay, so where you can actually look. If it's totally blind pick, then yeah, that's fine. That's all good. But then you're having all these... They could alleviate a lot of the bitching from people saying, well, we don't have a tank, or we don't have any healers, or we don't have any of this. Yes, it possibly could make it to where people are only relying on team comp. But try it out. See what happens. I mean...
I think they avoided it specifically for a reason, because just for the time where I've played Hero League, it feels like in that lobby there can be a lot of toxicity that starts before the match even begins. Like, people will start getting hell-bent on comp. In a match earlier, we had someone who's like, oh, last person picking, you have to be the tank. And it's like, why do they gotta be the tank? Like, we had two very tanky specialists. We had an Asmodan and the Beetle.
Ragnarok.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anubarak.
a
I'm pretty sure
Anubarak.
he's a
Yeah.
melee warrior.
And he's a melee warrior.
But he gets
I mean,
tanky
he was
around level
already
15.
tank. And they're like, we gotta have a tank. Why?
Hell, level 10, Rubnar can start tanking.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. Like, warriors are not always tanky. Sometimes they are bruisers. Sometimes they specialize in displacement, CC.
Well, what
So
we're
there's lots
trying
of
to...
different roles.
What we're trying to say, though, is that you don't have to have a tank on the team, because there are several, I want to say at least a third of the heroes that get tankier just because of the level. I mean, if that's how you got to play, you got to play a little bit passive, get to level 10 as fast as you can, and then start initiating. That's just what you got to do, but you got to know how to play the game first, is what we're saying. I mean,
I've seen an Illidan tank with Tacitus support.
Hi.
There were so many shields that they just couldn't drop him. Between Tacitus shield, Illidan had evasion, and then we had a healer, which was like an
All
Uther.
We'll go play that. Somebody play Tassadar, and we'll set up that comp. I'll play Illidan, and we'll see what happens. And we're gonna stream it right after this. HorsePLAY.
I can do TAS.
I got Uther.
That's so good.
But anyway, we'll play that afterwards, and we're gonna play tonight, guys. There is gonna be after party. But yeah, we're gonna keep going with what's going on with it right here. Last week I said something, and we're not gonna do this every week because it'll get old after a while. But we do want to put it out there: Salty Dog of the Week. Everybody's nominations are in, and the nominee, is that how it goes? Yeah. That one was League of Legends Pro Players. Salty Dogs of the Week.
As a whole.
As a whole, yes.
But I just saw this trend.
Go ahead, dude.
There's been lots of people that I've run into, and someone's gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh, you talk about me, aren't you?" There's been lots of people doing this. For the past couple of 2 or 3 weeks, I've noticed this. especially because they opened up the closed beta through the founders pack and the beta keys, and people were buying the keys
Mhm.
on questionable websites and whatnot. Whatever way you got in, I ain't mad at you, but I've seen them. They're like these are the people that have to remind you, even though you didn't ask, even though you didn't question their skill level. But they have to remind you for some reason that they're diamond level or challenger or platinum. I don't care. I don't
Half
care if
time
the
you don't
cards
even
work.
ask them.
Yeah.
Like,
They
hey,
just-
hey, Yogi, did you know I got to Diamond 1 last week? Like, cool, man. Grats.
Yeah, like it's like I'll tell them.
I do the same thing
in
in the...
It's like, oh hey, we're gonna take this merc camp. Can you help us zone this out just in case they're coming for us? Oh, don't worry, man. I'm diamond in league. What? No. What the hell does that have to do with this? Like if you just compare like the stuff that happens in the video game community to like real life, like if this kind of stuff happened in real life, it'd just be weird. Like only in the video game community can weird stuff like this happen. Like, can you imagine if you're I don't know, you're making hamburgers, you're grilling hamburgers, right? Someone said, "Hey, flip that one for me. I want to char it more on the other side." Hey, don't worry, man. I build cars. What? The fuck does building cars have to do with flipping burgers?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you're asking your plumber to do something, and you're like, doesn't that go on the other way? It's fine. It's fine. You just put the positive to the negative. Everything works out. You'll have the light bulb running in no time.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, guys. I can fix your classic Mustang. I'm a level 17 paladin.
Oh my god.
Or,
Ooh.
yeah, dude, I can do a heart surgery. I knew I stayed in Motel 8 last night.
Yeah,
They left the light on for me.
2 pro.
They left the light on, so my hands are sturdy. Anyway.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead, Yogi.
I'm like soaking in what's going on the podcast and also what's going on in the chat, and my brain's like, wee.
Yes. No, there and for those that I know somebody's gonna ask, Yogi or Obi, you say your rank in CS:GO all the time. Not because I'm boasting it out, it's because people want to know, because we started at Silver 1. So people are actually wanting to know where I'm at. So
Started from the bottom, right?
yeah, started from the bottom, now
What
we're
are you
here.
now? You're Gold Nova?
Yeah, Golden Nova 1. But it's not because I'm proud of it. I'm very proud. I get to go catch cheaters now. I'm good.
You're Silver 1? Weren't you Silver 3 before?
I started at Silver 1. Yes.
Or was that your Smurf?
Oh, nope. All right, I'm gonna tell everybody. I don't have a Smurf, guys.
No.
I have my tournament account, to where it's with my team, and then I have an account where I play with everybody else. Just because I don't want to miss playing with my friends. I don't want to miss that. So if I get downranked in the one that the Lead'em account, then that's fine. I don't care. But I have one just for tournaments and stuff. So I guess it is a Smurf, but I use it for totally different reasons than just going to pwn silvers. Pwn silvers. That's funny.
There's
Anyway.
a bunch of Gomel going on. You know, the Gomel, get on my level.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't have any
Alright.
cool knives. I don't have anything like that. I have a bunch of boxes that I could open, but I'm poor just like everybody else. So, but anyway,
I only open my boxes so the cats go play in them. Because cats love boxes. Wow. Why buy toys? Just get a bunch of cardboard boxes. They'll love you forever. Anyway, so back to the salty dogs of the week. There's one guy in particular that was on Dragonshire, I believe. And he insisted on auto locking the hero right off the bat without caring about what the team was picking. Then he insisted on staying to one lane. In spite of our many repeated chats and pings to him to come and help us with team battles, team fights, and objectives. Now this is Dragonshire. If you play any Heroes of the Storm at all, you know You gotta take the shrine, so you have to like group up to take a shrine and win some team fights, so you can have the opportunity to capture both shrines and then capture the Dragon Knight in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So till you have the death boss, the only way to bounce back. Otherwise, you're going back and forth, and it's a silly game of musical chairs. Because you take one shrine and someone else takes the other, and then you take it back, and then you go back and forth, and it's like, okay, this is ridiculous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy literally told us, the whole team, don't worry, guys, I'm dominating my lane. I'm handling my lane. Just do your jobs. We're like, but we need to take these objectives, and we need your help. You're the DPS, the main DPS on the team, so we need you in these team fights. Well, it's not my fault you picked bad heroes. At that point, my brain just screamed on the inside. It was like, what? I mean, way to pass the buck. And this kind of stuff happens way more than it should.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it goes back to what we talked about, last episode or episode before that. Self-accountability. It goes a long way in a competitive game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get truly good at a game until you realize just how much you don't know and how much you suck. I know I suck. I know there's a lot of things I need to work on. But I own my mistakes, right? So then when someone else points it out, it's like, hey, I know. I'm working on that. Whereas people that don't realize that they're followable, someone tells them, hey, try to group up more. They're like, no, I group up fine. You just don't know what you're doing. Like, whoa, they're always defensive. It's a big difference, That's something when you're playing with someone that doesn't understand that mastery is an ongoing process. You never reach that point and then you're perfect. No, there's always things you can fine tune in anything. But what I say for you salty dogs coming from other MOBAs that feel like you know everything because you played 1 or 2 MOBAs in your life. If you don't want to play a team game, then play solo. Stick to cooperative or practice against bots. Or RTFM. Read the fucking manual. Gats.net/blog. Yeah. Oh, you want to read this next part? I see you have a dog-eared. Yeah.
What? Yeah,
No?
sure. I can. I don't care. I'm just kind of seeing where we're at. On that note, guys, we're looking for a personal fit in our ranks. The ranked team that the Geeky Antics has. Ignorant, salt, flaming is not welcome. We want a team player. That's it. That's all it is. If the game is for you, you think you can achieve the... we are not... I'm not saying super high level, but they're at a decently high level as a team. So, above all that, guys, we want to have fun. This is what we want to do. We performed a team together just so we could play with each other and have fun. That's what it is. Drama and toxicity is disruptive, demoralizing, and pointless, and will not be tolerated on the team. So, if you guys want to join, please send your name into YogiZilla. There's a million ways to get a hold of him. Just tell him you want to just try out, or just I want to play with him, And they'll ask you then play eventually on the side. Yeah.
Yes.
Side note. You got any side notes on HOTS?
Well, actually, before I get into that, I was wondering if anybody had thoughts on our salty dogs of the week. Have you guys run into this a lot lately, or?
I've been having kind of mixed games. Like, I will have games that are really good, like all these people are like real chill and realize that you've got to work together. Like, they're communicating, like, people are pinging and then counter-pinging, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's probably a better idea. Not being, oh, you're so stupid, why'd you do that? But the saltiest guy I ran into this week, he apparently misclicked for Hero League and clicked into, just quick match, and he didn't realize it.
It's a bug. It's a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what he did is the entire match is he just walked around base in a circle. He's like, oh, you guys, you should all just stop playing so I can go play Hero League, you all scrubs. And he would just, like, cuss at us and stuff. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Do you think he was a League of Legends player or Dota 2 player?
I think he was
totally
just
a LOL player.
Little bitch. Fatal?
Hey.
Okay, I saw one phenomenal League of Legends pro. All right.
Uh-oh.
This guy was next level. Before we even get into the match in Hero League, he's like, don't worry, guys. Give me Vala. I'm a Diamond Vayne main on League of Legends. So I knew this was going to be good. All right, I'm getting my popcorn and my Lipton tea. I'm ready. He goes out and he thinks he can take on the world. So he winds up in 1v3, 1v4, and 1v5 pretty much most of the match. I want to say ends the game with a whopping score, like absolutely Diamond Main, 1 in like 26.
Hell of a diamond right there, buddy.
We win. Well, he's there distracting the team. Me and another guy backdoor the core, win the match. Ow. And by the time it's all done, he's in all chat. Like, I'm so pro. I told everybody I could carry that. Look at that. Like, in general chat, like, people who weren't even in the game are like, what is this guy talking about?
Oh boy.
Anybody else come
Yeah.
across a straight up salty dog in their games? Janelle, you've been playing League a while for a little bit this week. Have you come across any retards?
League always has retards. But I always say this to everyone I know in comparing like CSGO to League of Legends. There's way more retards in League, I feel like, because they're safe behind their keyboard versus CSGO, you know, if they're talking shit, people are less likely to talk shit verbally than they are to type, because they'll be like, fuck you, blah blah, because they're behind their little keyboard and
Yeah,
whatever.
PC Rambos. Yeah, they're alive.
Yeah, I stopped playing League for a while because they suck.
Maiden.
Anyway,
I don't know if I should comment on this one.
we should go into a rant, eh?
Yeah, I had a bad game yesterday, so nah.
Aw. You'll have to tell me about it later then. Or
I
in chat, 'cause
forgo.
wanna hear
Of
about
course.
it.
Morgana, how about you?
Your Canadian is showing.
Why?
Not
You
me.
said A like 3 times in a row.
Oh, did I?
I love when she does that. I get so
I didn't
giddy.
even notice.
Eh?
Whatever.
Morgana, you haven't met any salty dogs minus me. You can't call my name out because we already know I'm salty.
Just the one I timed out in my stream last night, but no, not game wise. You know me. I
Oh
stick to my
yeah,
Skyrim.
there was a guy in stream just being a douche. I was like, "How long are you gonna let this go on?" She goes, "Not very much longer." Timed out. I was like, "Damn."
I think what pissed him off the most was my comment of putting him in timeout like I do my children.
She didn't ban him first. She put him in timeout first, and then said that.
Yeah.
Like, I put you in timeout like I do my children.
And
She
he
got
sat there
so
and waited
mad.
for his timeout to end and then got mad at me. Then I banned him.
Damn. Wow. Yogi, what we got next, man?
That's too real. There's a little bit of penis comparison going on in the chat.
They're blades, not penis. What are you talking about, you nasty?
They're blades. I'm sorry. They're still phallics of some sort. This is what happens in any competitive scene. Like people is just, it gets too real sometimes, you know.
Wow, Pet Me is just going off. Who cares?
But you know, Janelle. Yeah, Janelle, you and Maiden are the only ones that haven't made it to the cult of Heroes of the Storm yet.
I know, I'm such a fail. I just got Battle.net, so chill.
I'm trying. You know, my boo here, he plays it, and I'm gonna play it with him, and he's gonna teach me.
So you really have no excuse. Your boo's playing, and you can play it together. What the heck? You're a package deal.
No, I use his computer.
Oh, gotcha. That's a different story. Okay, so you get a little immunity.
Wait, what? You don't have your own computer?
I do, but it's a 5-year-old Alienware, and it's kind of on its last leg.
Oh, okay. Alright, I get it.
Alienware, purveyors of quality products since 1992. Not really.
Yeah, sure.
Alienware raping the public over a brand name quicker than Apple.
I got nothing. That's as good as it gets. I was gonna